Good morning, everybody. Happy Saturday morning makes. I shouldn't really say good morning. I should say good evening. Sorry. Oh my goodness, you guys. I took today off. It is Saturday night. It's about 7:40, 7:50 in the evening. And I took today off. I just relaxed. I took a really long walk in the sunshine and I did some chores around my house. I watched a couple Christmas movies and just had a nice relaxing day. And then later on this afternoon, I did a little bit of creating and some cleanup around my craft room. Anytime I do a big release like we just finished for My Creative Time, they're having their big Black Friday sale right now, as I know most of you guys know from yesterday's release, but I always have cleanup to do. So one of the things I did this afternoon was I sorted all my paper scraps, and what I like to do is with my bigger scraps, I like to make card fronts. So I did make these 4 card fronts to use for future cards that I'll share. And I just take the larger scraps of paper and I just piece them together to make card fronts. So, or these are actually whole cards. So all I need to do now is add the focal point and then do my liner on the inside and whatever I'm going to do to the back. But I like to do that to use up the larger scraps, and then I put the smaller scraps aside for other projects. So those I got done today, and I'm coming on this afternoon to share the latest Adornit and Dianna Markham Recipe Stamp Club stamps. I've already got ink on my envelope, but this is the sweet envelope that it gets mailed into. This is for the Recipe Stamp Club from Dianna Markham. Dianna Markham is a world-renowned artist. Many of you know that I have used her woodblock stamps on a lot of my Christmas tags over the years. And I am so happy that she is designing stamps again for Adornit. And if you are not familiar with Adornit, Adornit does so many things using Dianna Markham's art. There are tea towels and embroidery kits and just all sorts of fun things. So quilts and, so if you haven't been to Adornit and checked out everything, you should do so. It's a lot of fun to pick different things to work on, to craft with. So, but these are primarily, it's a recipe stamp club, but Dianna Markham also makes stamps for cards and, for anything you want to use them for. Really, stamping, there is no limit. You can stamp on cutting boards and wood blocks and paper, and you can make cards, you can make Christmas tags, you can make recipe albums. There's so many things you can do with stamps. So this is the latest offering. Let me turn this over this way so you can see better. And this is the hot chocolate mix recipe. There are a lot of people making recipe albums with her recipes each month. And there are also designers, my friend Jen, who's Strawberry Cream 39, and my other friend Marilyn G. They are no longer designing for Dianna Markham as stamp ambassadors with Adornit, but they have many videos where they showcased the recipe books that they were making. And Dianna Markham on her Instagram feed and the Create It with Adornit page, she shares all of her recipe pages that she creates. So it's a wonderful gift to give at Christmas. You can collect her recipe stamps and give out little recipe books, and they turn out so cute. So I know a lot of you have taken advantage of using the stamps in that way. And then she also does an add-on set, and I'm a card maker, and a Christmas tag maker, and I have always loved her art, her fabric, everything back in the day. I have a lot of her fabric from back in the day. My kitchen is gingerbread every year, and I have lots of Dianna Markham fabric in my kitchen at Christmas, pillows and just different things. So it's a lot of fun to use her products, and I love these recipe add-on sets because the images just always melt your heart. Look at this cute baby, It's Cold Outside. I love the little hot cocoa tag she added on the clipped onto the scarf. It has "'Tis the Season for Hot Cocoa. May your cup of chocolatey cheer overflow in this new year." Isn't that cute? And this is that little heart mug, and she has the stamp individually up here, so you can stamp it again and then cut out just the mug and pop it up. And then there's 3 little snowflakes here. And then again, the 3 little mugs are adorable. There's the Christmas tree, the snowflake, and the heart. And then this adorable image with the gingerbread and the snowman cup of hot cocoa. Beautiful candy cane, beautiful holly with a berry, and steam rising out of the top. So I fell in love with these as soon as I saw them, and I have more stamps to share. There's also an entire gingerbread release, but I'm going to share that in a separate video after I get some projects made. I'll show you the stamps and I'll share my projects, but be sure to go to the Adornit website and look at everything. There's this, they are doing a special, I think. I don't know if it's still running, but they were doing a special where you buy the sets and you get a free stamp, I believe. I don't know if they're still doing it, if they already sold out. But either way, you need to go look at how cute the stamps are. And the previous release also has all sorts of fun Christmas mugs in it. So many fun things coming from Dianna Markham. Dianna, thank you so much for sharing your art with the world. What a joy you are, and the joy that you bring is just phenomenal. So that's the Recipe Stamp Club. Really quick, I'll show you the website. If you're not familiar, go ahead and go to this address, recipestampclub.com, and that will take you into the ordering process at Adornit. Okay, you can also buy them open stock or a la carte at will on the Adornit website at adornit.com. Okay, so that's just me letting you know. So now let's dive into the cards and projects, and I'm going to try and show them, and I'll tell you a little bit about how I made them. So this one is made with a scrap of Maha Designs paper, and I had already used half of this paper on one of my Jill's Joyful Heart snowman cards. And so I had a half a piece left, and I wanted to make a card, and I wanted to do kind of a yellowware mug, which some of you might be familiar with those. But anyway, I wanted kind of a vintage rustic look to this. So I added the paper, and then I added a piece of this beautiful burgundy velvet ribbon, and I got this on Amazon. And I bought this purposely just because it comes on this tall size spool. And I thought it would be fun to reuse the spool to do one of my Christmas trees. So we'll see if I get to that this year yet. But I also used Distress Mica Stain. Now, I love the mica stains, but I can't buy everything. So I just bought this one type. And it's my favorite color, the Peppermint Stick Red. And it's just a fun product to use. You shake it up really well till the mica mixes in. And then I took this outside, I put a piece of paper over half the card, and I just gave it one quick spray of the mica. So you can see the glint that mica stain, or maybe you can't on camera, but it has a sparkle to it, a shimmer from the mica that's so pretty. So that's what is on the sprayed part. And then I used my Tim Holtz stencil. This is, oh my gosh, does this have a name on it? Well, it's from his, it's the Sparkle Fade. So this is Tim Holtz. It's the Sparkle Fade one. Here's the little buy code. It's the Sparkle Fade, and this was from his latest release. And I fell in love with this because it has small openings where you can do smaller backgrounds, and then it has bigger ones too. So that's what I did here. I used two different inks. I used Distress Tea Dye ink, and I used Distress Victorian Velvet. And I was trying to match the colors in here and just make kind of a soft background that would pick up on this burgundy color and the red color that I have colored in here. So that's how I did this card. Inside, I used the last little scrap of that paper that I had, and I did a little scalloped banner in there. And I haven't put anything on the back of this one yet, but I will. I probably will use one of my friend Susan Laverty sends me all sorts of little backers, and I have some that are Christmas related. I just got to dig them out, and I'll put one of those on the back here. But I love how this card turned out, and I just think it's really sweet. So that's the first one. This image is just adorable. And then I thought it would be fun to make a card not using any dies. So I just layered a piece of, I stamped on the white paper, colored it up. You can see that I added the little snowflake cup down below here. And then I cut a piece of blue gingham from my Creative Times paper pads, and I layered that with red. And then I embossed a panel. I did emboss a panel of white cardstock with this watercolor Christmas embossing folder. And this is a delicate snowflake embossing folder, and I just really like the look of this. I love embossing folders that have smaller patterns. And what's neat about this one is the snow falls thicker at top, and then it drifts out down into little dots at the bottom. So I just thought this was really beautiful. And I bought that embossing folder, and that is what's in the background of this card. Okay, so this just is really simple. This is a winter card where you would send it out maybe in January or February just to send, you know, well wishes to somebody or something. And I just put one of those little scallop pieces on the inside, and I haven't put a sticker on the back yet. But just a really simple, clean card, okay? Both of these, you know, most of these are kind of clean, and then I did this one a little bit more zhuzhed up, if you will. So this is one of those scrap cards that I put together, and this uses the hot chocolate paper pad scraps, as well as a scrap from the Gingerbread Kisses papers at My Creative Time. And then you have the beautiful stamps from Dianna Markham. And I used on this one, this ribbon here, and I think, this is from Big Lots. And it's a really nice kind of like beige sewn together twiny type ribbon. I don't know what you would call that. It's almost like burlap to me, but it's not burlap. But anyway, I used 2 pieces of that to just embellish the edge of the panel here. And I matched that up with this little cup that I colored in beige and green also. And it's picking up on the little holly that I added to the scarf here. The green picks up on that, and then the brown makes a triangle with the hot cocoa and this. You kind of get a triangle going through the card. And that helps your eye travel through the card. So that's why I did that the way I did it. And this is just so cute with the 3 little snowflakes also. And they also are forming a triangle that draws your eye through the card. So I love how that turned out. Inside, I stamped 2 more of the little mugs. I added a little spoon with cocoa on it. And I just thought that was a cute inside. And then the inside, these little XO border dies, that is a die set from My Creative Time that I use all the time, you guys. And it's the XO border die set. And I love putting this on the inside of my cards, especially at the holidays or when you're trying to send love to somebody. There's little X's and O's in the dies. So just a really fun set. And I love that. I just think it's so cute. So you can see I used it on the front too. So on the panel that I stamped the snowman on originally is the XO border dies. So I love how that one turned out. And I just think this little baby it's cold outside image is adorable. And I know some of you are already in the cold. My friend Kelly over in Idaho, I know she's already had snow where she is. We don't have it here yet, but I would sure love some snow down here. We've got it up in the mountains and various areas around me, but not directly where I live yet. And I love snow, so I can't wait. And then this is the other one that I made. And this one does use some of the newer die sets that I recently got from My Creative Time. This uses the beautiful new oval die set that we just previewed this week. So these are the oval postage dies, and the postage layers have these little dots in the edge of them on the bigger ones. And then, so you can kind of see that dotted edge there. So that gives a really pretty detail. I love that. And so I used those, and let's see. I also used this ribbon, this Offray ribbon. Let's see, where was this from? I'm not sure where I got this, but it is Offray. So you can go to www.offray.com, but I think it might be a Hobby Lobby purchase. So this is just a really nice 5/8 inch pink. So I used that, and I just cut a strip of it and made little tails and put it behind this glitter cardstock panel. And this pink glitter cardstock was from Dollar Tree. And I just really love using the glitter cardstock at Christmas time for cards. And then this was another one of my scrap cards. So this was a scrap piece of this Christmas tree paper. And then this is a scrap piece of the pink hot chocolate paper from My Creative Time. And then in the background on the blue panel, I don't know if you guys can see it, but there is an embossed panel there. And it is kind of looks like windy, blizzardy wind blowing. And that is from this die set right here. So this is an embossing panel. I think this is from Simon Says Stamp is where I purchased it. I'm not sure if they were the maker. They may have been. But it's a really fun one to use at winter time because the circles kind of make it look like the wind is blowing or the snow is howling or whatever. So that's what I used to create this card. And the postage frame dies are so cute. I just think they really set off the card nicely. And the stitching dies that come with the postage frames make you able to layer these so beautifully. The little snowflakes that I always use, which you might even forget that you have them. But if you own the snowman dies, the Mr. Snowman and the little Mr. Snowman, or even the Snow Lady dies, they have these little snowflakes in them. So that's from My Creative Time, and that's where I got the snowflakes from. And I just think these turned out so, so sweet. I love this little image from Dianna, this little baby, It's Cold Outside. I love the little cups. I just think these are so cute, and you can do so many things with them. And I especially love how this card turned out. I think it might be my favorite. I just love that yellowware mug. It reminds me of some vintage mugs that my brother owns. Then I did the little mugs also on this little 3-inch card. And inside it says, in life, it's not what we have, but who we have that matters most. And I know many of you are missing loved ones as we go into the holidays. I am missing my dad this week, horribly bad. My father-in-law passed this year too. And we've lost all the men in our family, so that's hard. But it just makes me treasure all the people that I have in my life that make it special. And I so appreciate sharing heart with all of you. So I know many of you, I know my friend Sandy is missing. I think it's her mom that she lost. But it's hard when we're missing people. So hugs to all of you, prayers, and just hold on to the good memories. And then I also did this little tag using the image from that sweet add-on stamp set. I haven't put a tag on the front of this yet, or jingle bells or anything, because the glitter glue is still drying and I can't do that until it's completely dry. But I did use this twine, which is from Michael's, and I've shown it to you before. It's on sale during Christmas right now. It's available at their stores. They have a lot of twine available. So I always have this because it's one of my favorite twines to use at Christmas time. So this is such a sweet image to color. I just used that tea dye ink around the outside. And on the back of it, I used another sentiment from Lily of the Valley. And I think, is that from this one? I'm trying to remember which set it's from. Well, this is the one I was showing you. This is the Best Friends one. This one's called Friendship. And it's this is the one that has, in life, it's not what we have, but who we have that matters most. This set is one that I think everybody would love to have in their stashes. It's called Friendship, and it's just all sorts of friends ones. Friends are never far apart, maybe in distance, but never in heart. Life is a journey best traveled with friends. Isn't that the truth? Best friends forever. Good friends are flowers in the garden of life. Good friends are like snowflakes. Each one is unique and beautiful. Because of you, I laugh a little harder, cry a little less, and smile a lot more. Thanks for being my friend. Oh, you guys, aren't those beautiful? Best friends are like the stars. You don't always see them, but you know they are there. And then this first one says, a sweet friendship refreshes the soul, and it has a cute little cupcake in it. Blessed to call you my friend. So friendship is about finding people who are your kind of crazy. So to all my crafty friends out there that are my kind of crazy. Anyway, I love that set. So it's just a fun one to use, and so sweet. And I do need to stamp and cut out a bunch more of my Lily of the Valley stamps. And I'm debating on what to put on the front of this tag. I was looking at this Home for the Holidays one. And these you can stamp into this little Christmas bauble. So this is a really fun set. But I thought that Home for the Holidays, this kind of looks like a Home for the Holidays scene to me. But I was also looking at this one too. And there's a really, oh, what fun. This little circle, like just to a circle punch around this, oh, what fun would be cute. So I was looking at that one. And then, of course, the one that I use the most is the Baked with Love tags. And I love the 5-cent gingerbread cookies one. Happy Cocoa Season would be perfect with this, you know. And then she also has Sugar Cookie Kisses and Yummy. So I don't know. Maybe I'll use 2 different tags on here, but I do need to finish this up. And then this is a set that I pulled out. I want to put this on my desk because this has got such beautiful, like walking in a winter wonderland. And I need to do like some tree tags and then use these as part of the focal point. Let heaven and nature sing. So I want to do that because someone asked me to make tree tags and I still haven't done it yet. So whoever asked me, I'm going to try and get to it before the end of the year here, before Christmas rolls around. So for those of you that like to see what I use to make the cards, this is the circle card front dies and the 3-inch circle dies. And this is how I made the card base for this card. And then I added one of the circle postage dies to the back of the card. And the post office just came out with circle stamps. If you haven't seen them yet, they are so fun. I showed them on my channel a while back, so you probably have seen them now. But I just thought it would be so fun to have circle postage. So I still want to do some cards where I use the smallest size of these to create some postage stamps and make a card like that. But I haven't had time to do it yet. But anyway, I love these little circle cards. They just are so cute. And they're the perfect little topper for a little package. So I love how this turned out with Dianna's cute little mugs. And I used that. And then this is the die set that I used to create the tag. I used these two dies right here. It's these two. Okay, and this is the 5x5 card die layers from My Creative Time. And so that's how I made this. Okay, and then all the hollies are cut with the holly plate. And I think Emma's going to be doing more plate dies. They're really fun, and it just makes it so easy to create volume stuff for Christmas. It's so fun to just put this in, get all your hollies cut out, and then you can just throw them in the back here and have them ready to go when you need them. So I'm loving that. And then the other thing I might add on to this tag is one of the little Christmas charms for My Creative Time too. I've been using the Christmas tree and the snowflake a lot right now, and the word joy. So I could also just do some charms on the top with one sentiment. So I'm just debating on how to do it. The little spoon charm would be really cute on this too. So maybe I'll add a little spoon right here popped on the side of the plate. Or a couple of Emma's cookies would be cute too. So I don't know how I'm going to finish that tag off, but those are my ideas. And then I wanted to add one other thing on this little, on this little card right here, this Cuddle in a Cup. This little tiny round sentiment that fits perfect in that window is from this paper pad from Traci Vanover. And Traci Vanover is a designer she has an Etsy shop, and she's just started making her own paper pads. And she sent me 3 paper pads in the mail. I'm going to do a Tuesday goodies video soon, and I'll show you everything. I just haven't had a chance to do it because of the My Creative Time release. And she sent them, I got them last week, I think. So this is one of them, and I just wanted to show you that little stamp that I used on the card right here is like this one here. It was cut out of this piece of paper. And this is the very first piece of paper in the paper pad. And I just cut out that little circle, and I used it right here in the card. It's the perfect size to fit. And then she also has keep warm and drink cocoa. So isn't that cute with those little mugs from Dianna? I love this. So this paper pad, I'll flip through it really quick for you. It's just a wonderful paper pad. I love this hot cocoa page. She's got beautiful flannel prints in here, some stripes, different kind of sparkly cocoa paper type things. There's cocoa colored red, and then this page with the chocolate on it, which I just think is so much fun. And then we have a striped page, and then a smaller plaid flannel. So you can see it's just a wonderful paper pad. And then you have this page also with all the hot cocos on it. Isn't that fun? So just a really neat paper pad from Traci. It's called Christmas Cocoa, and I will try and link it down below for those of you that might want to pick that up. And she has 2 others that are also wonderful, but I just wanted to show you the one because I did use it to create my little circle card. So that's everything I have to share for this episode of Saturday Morning Makes. I hope you guys have enjoyed seeing what I created. If you're sharing your harvest projects for 2 Crafters 1 Design, I've looked at a few of them already today. I saw Melissa of Mo Creations, Lisa of UCY I'm a Diva, and Gloria of Girlia's Cards are the hosts. And I, of course, host Saturday Morning Makes. Mine is an open art collaboration where you can share anything you want every weekend. And then Melissa, Lisa, and Gloria, they share a themed one to give people a jump off point. Because some of us are just like, I don't know what to make. I just enjoy sharing art with all of you in this community. All of you are wonderful. It's so fun to see what you're all creating. and I hope you enjoyed this video where I got to share a little bit of Christmas joy with you using Dianna Marcum's sweet recipe stamp club images for this month. So thank you so much for tuning in to my channel and this episode of Saturday Morning Makes. It's, I believe, episode 43 of 2024. We're winding down to the end of the year, and next week is Thanksgiving. Let me know if you want me to do a Christmas tag review before I distribute them next Thursday. I have so many tags this year, I don't know if I could even do a full review. There are so many things that I've made, but if you want me to just do a little review and show you some of my favorite things that I made this year, let me know. Leave me a comment down below. All right, everybody, thank you so much. Have a wonderful, wonderful weekend. Happy Thanksgiving to you all. If I'm not back on, I may film a video if you ask me to of the tags, but if I'm not back on before Thanksgiving, I wish you all the joys of this time of year where we're thankful. And I have so much gratitude in my heart for all of you that support my social media channels, that support the businesses that are supporting me and my son. It means the world to me that you buy products from something that I am promoting, and it just means the world to me. So thank you very much from the bottom of my heart. And I just love, most of all, sharing heart and friendship with you guys over the airwaves or the e-waves. And I'm looking forward to another wonderful year. We're starting year 5 of Saturday Morning Makes in January. Okay? All right, everybody. Bye now.